around it. It's actually 2 properties. One has a house on it, the other one remains empty. One person bought both properties for a combined $17 million back in the year 2000. It was the largest residential real estate deal in Broward County of that particular year. Guy who bought those properties named John Herma. He's a senator from Wisconsin. Also founded the Kohl's department store. So how many of you on the boat like to use the, the Kohl's cash, right? Well, look what he bought with your cash over there on the right side. Also coming up on the right, for sale sign, lady's face on the sign there, that marks the start of what we call Wayne's World here in Fort Lauderdale. Our local billionaire, Wayne Huizenga, when he was alive, owned a lot of the properties up and down this river. He had various family members living in them throughout the course of the years. The one with the putting green out back there on the right, he had his daughter Pamela living in that house for a while. Also coming up on the right side, for sale sign there says Botana Peninsula. Wayne had his sister Bonnie living in that place for a while. His sister lent him $5,000 a long time ago. He took that $5,000 and bought a single dump truck. He was able to scale that one dump truck into his first Fortune 500 company, Waste Management. Coming up on the right as well, house with the diamond-shaped tiles in the dock. Wayne had his nephew Steven living in that place. His nephew convinced him to buy a few freestanding video rental stores in Texas. Wayne turned that into his second Fortune 500 company, Blockbuster Video. Now I know you guys are probably thinking, big deal, right? Blockbuster? Not really doing so well these days. That never affected Wayne though. Wayne sold that company to Viacom for $8.5 billion. About 6 months later, Netflix went live, and Blockbuster wasn't around too much longer after that. I got a house they just finished up construction on here over on the right side. Up until about 2 weeks ago, I wasn't sure if this was a house or an airline terminal, but they put the pool there in the backyard, so now I'm pretty sure it's a house. And they have people living in there now. But the house that used to sit on that property was the one that Wayne Huizenga himself lived in. Lived there till 2005 when Hurricane Wilma came through, did a lot of damage to the structure. He ended up having to sell that place and move a little bit further up the river. But when he was living there, he was working at his third Fortune 500 company, AutoNation. They're the largest conglomerate of car dealerships in the United States. They bought all of Maroney's dealerships back there, as well as several hundred others across the country. Now, coming up here on our left side, big for sale sign out back there. If you guys want, let me know. Call Captain Gary. I'll have him get a little bit closer. Maybe you guys can write that phone number down. Or I can save you a little bit of time and tell you that to move into that place, you need $3.2 million. And $3.2 million is going to be just good enough to cover the 10% down payment. Yeah, $32 million they're asking for that place over there. But it's been on the market 5 years. They might be willing to work with you a little bit on that one. So I told you guys that Wayne Huizenga's house back there was destroyed by a hurricane. He ended up having to move a little further up the river. Bought himself this place over here on the left side. It's actually 5 single-family homes, all connected by breezeways and walkways. Now, in addition to being the only person in history to take 3 companies from startup to Fortune 500 status, he was also a major player in the professional sport team market in South Florida as well. That's why he's got the Dolphins